Deb here. I've got a two-part video. This is the introduction, and then there'll be another one following. Welcome to September. This is a surprise gift from my brother. She is a Brendel for the month of September. Isn't she beautiful? Let's see if her stone is here. There she is. And she plays one of my favorite songs, September Song. Let's see if we can get her. Frank Sinatra did a recording of this song. It's just gorgeous. So welcome to September, and stay tuned for a Labor Day show. Oh, and I thought for this Labor Day show I would feature some dolls that are working. So in one of my doll hauls I showed when I received this girl and another one. But here's a little more information about them. Obviously, she's a telephone operator from the 1950s, poodle skirt and all. And these dolls were made by Telephone Pioneers of America. It was to raise money. They're a non-profit. They're called, it was founded, founded in 1911. And Alexander Graham Bell was the first member, and the nonprofits formed to help different communities, and that's what these people did. They're comprised of active and retired telephone employees. Speaking of nonprofits, I digress. I support a nonprofit called United Commercial Travelers, and they're throughout Canada and the US, and they, as with this nonprofit, they get together and do things to help the communities. So nonprofits are very important, and I'll put a link to UCT and to the Wikipedia article I got my information from about the Telephone Pioneers of America. Okay, back to dolls. She is from the 1950s. She has reddish hair, and my mom was a telephone operator in the 50s, so obviously this had to come home with me, didn't you? So, okay, there's the one representing the 1950s. As far as I could determine, they only made 2 eras, which I'm curious about, but the other one is a telephone operator from the 1890s with this kind of get the ribbon out of the way, kind of where she spoke into that, and really long skirt, just flat shoes. I love the hairstyle. I love that they did an African American doll. They all have the same faces, but there she is, an 1890s telephone operator. I also have the Caucasian version. Oops, her skirt's a little whopper-jawed. There she is. It has a little hearing piece and then the mouthpiece. These dolls were made in 1984. And then, see, I received I bought the first 2, and I thought there must be more. And look at this, the line operator with her hard hat, with the Bell logo, and this really neat little thing that, if you've ever seen telephone line workers work on the lines, they had these hanging from them. And her Bell t-shirt, work boots. I really love that they made a woman line worker, so yay. But I just love the detail. Real zipper, and her jeans. And let me show you the boxes. I have 3 boxes of the 4 dolls. So, okay, this is one. It just says Belle doll. And then it has this symbol on the back, which must be their symbol. I would assume, what I read, they were established in 1911, but this says 1875 to 1911. So I'm not really I don't really understand that. But that's the Belle doll box. And then I have Telephone People, a custom designed doll. And this one gives a little more information. From what I read, it was established in Boston, but there's some kind of, this is an old box, so don't bother writing it. There it is. It's fundraising. United Commercial Travelers, you need to make dolls. I'll buy them. Little different telephone symbols. And on the side, these are really cool boxes. I'm glad I got them. Let's see, it says A&H Doll Manufacturing Company and the Surrey Group Limited. Who's A&H? Should I know that? If you guys know it, let me know. It's going to be one of those things where I go, duh. Okay. And my last box is 1890s Bell System Operator doll. And it has the same symbol on the back. Designed exclusively for telephone pioneers of America. Did I tell you they're called telecom pioneers now to keep up with the times? So Alexander Graham Bell was the #1 member. So I just love these dolls. I wish they had made more decades, eras of them. And oh, I want to show you one more thing. It's important to me, so probably. This is my great Aunt Ruth. And I want her to be part of one of these doll videos because she's the reason I knew it was okay to have dolls when you're a grown-up. She had an immaculate house, everything in its place for everything. That's not, I didn't inherit that. But she had dolls throughout her house, sitting in chairs, just living in her home. No explanation, no apologies. She just had her dolls as part of her life. So my great Aunt Ruth, I've just found this picture in my mom's stuff, and I thought, this goes in my doll room to remind me of my inspiration. Did anyone inspire you to be a doll collector? I'd be curious to know your story. So here we go. I hope you enjoyed my Labor Day edition of Deb's Doll Room. And telephone operators who really have a tough job to some extent, and plus the line, anybody who works outside has a tough job, so be respectful. Here's a little plug-in. My mom used to tell me about the telephone board she used. You plug it in, and then you plug in the receiving call and connect them together. And okay, I'm going to tell one of her stories. She had a very tough manager. I don't know what her issue was, but she was mean, according to my mom. And my mom, she wasn't that sensitive a person, but she said this woman was mean. And she just happened to not have any calls coming through, and that manager was coming through yelling at people. And Mom, she plugged in all these plugs, and then when the woman came by, Mom just started unplugging everything at once. So the woman thought she was disconnecting people all over the country. I said, no, what are you doing? And then she saw she'd been had. She laughed, and it broke the tension, and the woman was nice from that point on. That's my mom. So I hope you enjoyed my little, I keep acting like I'm going to sign off. I'm signing off now. I hope you enjoyed this. And for those who are celebrating Labor Day, happy Labor Day. Toodles.